Hi, everybody. This is John Hinshaw. I am the past president of the Pennsylvania American Association of University Professors, and I am also heading up our Education Voter Project. So we are encouraging faculty, our members and not our members, to talk with each other, with students, and with staff about the importance of being a registered voter. This is a nonpartisan effort. We are talking about a couple of different issues, or we will be later in the as we get closer to the election. And those issues are the student loan crisis and global climate change and how we can do something about it. So we think these are issues that are both of broad importance to higher education as well as to us. And so this was approved by our executive board and back in February of this year. So the thing that I want to talk to you about today is to talk to how to talk to your students in the classroom about why being a registered voter and an engaged voter matters. And I think as a historian, there's a number of times where I talk about in the 20th century history or from 1865, how government policy shapes the life that students today inherit, whether that's the long-term effects of redlining or the creation of the Title IX system and the creation of women's sports, the creation of student loans, or how the student loan forgiveness program for people like public school teachers how and why it's been so poorly run. And so these are all things that for me is the way I talk about them. But of course, in your class as a biologist or as an English professor or as a physicist, there are going to be different issues. But government really touches every aspect of our life. And it's part of our job, I think, as professors to show the ways that we kind of can engage with it and shape it to our own. We live in a free and democratic society, but the society only works if the people who live in the society are broad enough to kind of represent the society at large, and then they engage as registering and then voting and educating themselves, not in that order, obviously. But so I think the classroom is a great place to talk about the importance of government, but also to talk about the importance of being registering and to register, how easy it is to register, that you can vote by requesting an online ballot to be sent to your place of residence, whether that's a dorm or a house or an apartment. And so all of these things, and here I'm really cribbing heavily from Michelle Anthony, a professor of English at Wilkes University, who talks a lot about this in her class. And she structures things in terms of extra credit assignments regular assignments to talk about some aspect of government in terms of like freshman writing. But then she might have an extra credit assignment to say, hey, are you a registered voter? If you are, show me proof that you're a registered voter and you get some extra credit. If you're not a registered voter, this is how you can do it in the state of Pennsylvania. And you can, if you're a student in Pennsylvania, even if you're from New Jersey or Maryland, you can vote here and you can register through the dorms. And then, hey, another later assignment might be a little bit later is, show me the proof that you are registered. You can request online to have the ballot sent to your house. It's quick, it's easy, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So these are all ways that I think that we as faculty can kind of model for students to make it easy for students, to make it part of the culture of the institution and of your classroom, of kind of how and why it's important to vote, kind of how to get a ballot, and then deciding how to use that ballot. Well, that's up to the student. But I think our job as professors is to talk with them in a nonpartisan way about the importance of living in a free and democratic society and why the franchise is one of our most fundamental tools in our toolkit. A student at LVC is going to talk about some of the popular questions or some of the perennial questions that when you register students, what kinds of questions they have. and they're pretty easily addressed. And I would also encourage you as faculty to reach out to each other. That if you get just a small handful of faculty on a campus, we can really reach almost everybody who's a student, and also some of the staff as well. So it's a lot easier and more efficient to talk in a few classrooms than to go door to door or dorm to dorm room and try to register people to vote. So I think it's quick, it's easy, and it's our right and our responsibility. So thank you very much.